As we mentioned last week, farmers and ranchers affected by certain disasters can now begin signing up for assistance through the Livestock Indemnity Program and the Livestock Forage Disaster Program. Deputy Secretary of Ag Krista Harden was in Nebraska this week to promote the programs. Nebraska Farm Service Agency Executive Director Dan Steinkruger joined us Thursday afternoon to talk about the sign-up process. Dan also discussed future farm program sign-up for agricultural risk coverage and price loss coverage. And earlier this week, the USDA designated 8 southwest Nebraska counties as primary natural disaster areas due to drought. Those counties are Chase, Frontier, Hayes, Hitchcock, Keith, Lincoln, Perkins, and Red Willow. We started by asking Dan what that meant for producers in those areas.
It's an extension of the drought coming up from the southern plains, and we've got a D3 area out there. Producers that graze small grains would be able to qualify and apply for a 2014 Livestock Forage Program application, and it would provide emergency loan eligibility out there.
Let's talk about two of the bigger ones that got attention, especially in Nebraska, the Livestock Indemnity Program and the Livestock Forage Disaster Program, which producers are able to sign up for as of April 15th. Is there anything to keep in mind, or what is the protocol to go for or to go through when signing up for these programs?
Well, most of our offices do sign up by appointment, so my suggestion would be first to contact our office, get an appointment. Then the protocol really is just to, it requires an acreage report and it requires an application and documentation on livestock numbers for either program. And the Livestock Forage Program for 12 and 13 will be a very large program in Nebraska because of the drought.
Has that program been used in Nebraska in the past?
The program started in the 2008 Farm Bill, and we did not use the program during those years because we had such good years in Nebraska. So it's a new program for our livestock producers.
Those two programs, what's the scope of the payments? Are there limits to what you'll be able to pay out?
Well, the programs provide us a 60% of the feed cost for 5 months for the Livestock Forage Program, and those turn out to be fairly significant payment amounts for the scope of the drought that we had in 2012 and in some areas in 2013. So we do expect that for substantial cattle operations that we'll have payment limitation issues, and there's a payment limitation of $125,000. So there is a lot of assistance in those emergency programs.
Across the country, will the payouts from this be a large amount?
I think the department estimates about a $2.5 billion payout in the livestock emergency programs across the country.
Once producers get their paperwork done and they submit it, how soon could they expect payment?
Well, we have the software and everything we need now to issue payments, so really it's just a step of meeting the application requirements, and our offices will be starting to process the payments.
In the future, are there any records that producers should be thinking about keeping for disasters like this that might happen somewhere in the future?
Well, the first thing that the program requires, and the main thing, is that they file an acreage report on their grazed acreage every year. The other part is just maintaining good inventory and livestock numbers, and if a death loss is involved, that they maintain good documentation, pictures, a third-party documentation, that sort of thing of those death losses.
So the new Farm Bill is now taking shape. Well, it's in place, but the PLC and ARC programs are taking shape. Do you know when producers will need to make that decision by, or how that will play out?
The Secretary has talked about basin yield updates in late summer, early fall, and then leading into the PLC, ARC decision late fall, early winter, and we'll have that 2014 crop in the bin before that sign-up started.
So we're not even close right now.
We're not. We're concentrating on the livestock programs and some of the easier portions of the Farm Bill first, and taking time to get those parts of the bill developed.
And again, for sign-up assistance through these programs, you can contact your local FSA Service Center.